going to get to another story, just like Tiger's recovery. If the economy is to recover, it's going to rely on new businesses. And those new businesses need help. Entrepreneurs need help. And they're actually getting help in a place like Detroit, where there's 15% downturn in terms of jobs, unemployment rate, and there's frequent foreclosures. And that's the focus of today's Business Coast to Coast. He owns Quicken Loans, Fathead, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. But right now, Dan Gilbert is focusing more on reviving the city in which he was born and raised.
If Detroit is going to compete, they've got to become, and we've got to become, more entrepreneurial, more technology-type businesses, more brain age versus muscle age economy.
And he's helping to do this with Bizdom, a not-for-profit business school for budding entrepreneurs.
What's up?
At Bizdom, students get a crash course on how to run a business. If they graduate, Gilbert funds their startup up to $500,000, as long as it's anchored in Detroit.
If this region and this city is going to compete with all the other cities and keep our great people here in the city, which is going to be the folks who create wealth in the future here, I felt that we needed to kind of create a buzz, create an atmosphere and an environment and a culture that really fosters this kind of growth.
Gilbert is often in the classroom.
I thought that working with stock products, we could start a little bit faster.
I think especially as a startup, you're going to run into some serious walls.
Detroit's mayor, Dave Bing, himself a 7-time NBA All-Star, is hoping Gilbert will encourage other local leaders to step up.
Well, Dan is the consummate entrepreneur. He's obviously been very, very successful as an individual, but what I really like about him is his ability to give back.
I think you have to have what we call that entrepreneurial spirit. We want people who want to build and have that energy and spirit to make it happen.
Now the focus is on Detroit, but it's also on Cleveland for Dan Gilbert. He's, of course, the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, as mentioned. 61-17, the best record in the NBA, the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference heading into the playoffs. That focus, of course, is also on keeping LeBron James in the offseason. Guys, back to you.